Hey guys, I'm here. I know I'm late and I want to apologize for being late, but I've been waiting on some things to come back to me, and I'm hoping that it comes back to me soon. So again, I'm sorry, I'm late, and I appreciate you guys hanging on, but let us jump into it. So, KSI and Logan Paul sat down recently for an interview with I Am Second, where they were asked about their recent fight, which took place back on November. Logan Paul opened up by saying, "I think he took the victory, and rightfully so. I didn't come to perform like I did in the first fight, and I wasn't able to showcase my abilities. It was very frustrating." He also said, "It was the worst I've performed in any professional sporting event." When asked if he wanted a trilogy bout, he replied, "If the fans want it, I'll go out there and compete again." Logan Paul also admitted that he was the less active boxer of the two. He's only fought twice over the past 5 years, while KSI has fought 4 times in the same period. Jake Paul also responded to the result, saying, "My brother played himself into a championship-caliber opponent." When asked about a potential rematch between the pair, KSI admitted, "I wouldn't mind it. I would definitely consider it. It'd probably have to be one of those massive stadiums like Wembley Stadium or something like that. Yeah, that'd be pretty crazy." He also said, "I think for both of our careers, a stadium like that would be a perfect send-off. We'd both go out, we'd get a proper send-off. Yeah, that'd be legendary." UFC President Dana White announced on Monday that Sean O'Malley will face Aljamain Sterling at UFC 292 to determine the new bantamweight king. Originally, Sterling was scheduled to face former title holder Peter Yan, but Yan suffered an injury that forced him out of the fight. O'Malley is coming off a spectacular performance where he knocked out former champion Aljamain Sterling at UFC 292. He now holds a 16-1 record with 8 finishes, including 6 knockouts. Sterling has bounced back from his loss to Umar, and he's now riding a 6-fight winning streak. The 33-year-old is a well-rounded fighter with a black belt in judo. This will be his first opportunity to become a 2-time bantamweight champion. The event will take place on August 19th, live from TD Garden in Boston. In the co-main event, Zhang Weili will defend her strawweight title against former atomweight queen Amanda Lemos. Other bouts include a clash between rising flyweights Alexandre Pantoja and Brandon Royval. Plus, a welterweight matchup between Matt Brown and Brian Barberina. Stay tuned for more updates. During the UFC 284 post-fight press conference, UFC President Dana White revealed that Alexander Volkanovski will challenge Islam Makhachev next for the lightweight title. When asked for his prediction for the matchup, coach and commentator Dan Hooker said, "Islam is going to beat him. I think he's too good. His wrestling is going to be too strong and smart. And Alex is a big favorite, so I think we're in for a bit of a shock." However, despite being the underdog, Volkanovski is confident in his ability to claim the title. He said, "Islam is a great champ, but I don't think he's unbeatable. I believe I can beat anyone in this game. I'm a true 155 now, and I'm coming to get that belt." Volkanovski previously challenged for the lightweight title against Makhachev at UFC 229 in February. Despite losing the decision, Volkanovski impressed many with his resilience and heart in the bout. Makhachev, on the other hand, successfully defended his title for the first time since winning the vacant belt in October 2022. The 34-year-old has yet to lose a fight. White confirmed that the title defense will take place at UFC 294 in Abu Dhabi on October. Retired UFC fighter Brendan Schaub believes that Jake Paul will ultimately fail in his mission to convince the UFC to adopt several changes to the way it treats its fighters in exchange for a guarantee that he will never fight in the organization. In an interview with TMZ Sports, Schaub said, "I think Jake Paul is trying to make a name for himself. He's trying to get people to remember him outside of being a YouTube celebrity and half-brother of Logan Paul. He wants to be taken seriously as a fighter and as a businessman. I think his demands, most of them are ridiculous, but some of them have merit." He added, "He's kind of painting with a broad brush strokes and saying, 'Hey, I'll fight in the UFC if you do this.' A lot of this stuff will never happen." One of Jake's key demands involves improving healthcare for retired fighters, an issue that has gained attention in the MMA world in recent months. Many athletes have spoken out about the inadequate support provided to them after suffering long-term health issues related to their fighting days. While some organizations have stepped up to address this issue, others have yet to follow suit. Shob says he understands Jake's motivation to use his influence to push for change. The man has a heart, you know. He genuinely cares about fighters, Shob said. He actually has some really good ideas about how to better take care of fighters. I think most of his demands are ridiculous, but some of them have merit. As for whether Jake will ultimately succeed in convincing the UFC to meet his demands, Shub expressed skepticism, saying, I don't think it happens. I think the UFC is like, and they'll give some concessions, but I don't think it's enough for Jake Paul to jump over to the dark side. Former Bellator and one-time UFC heavyweight champion Ryan Bader has undergone surgery for a torn bicep sustained in his fight against Fedor Emelianenko last December. Bader shared the news on Instagram, posting a photo of himself recovering from the procedure. All good, he wrote in the caption. Bader suffered the injury during his knockout loss to Emelianenko in the third round. Despite the setback, the 40-year-old is looking forward to returning to the cage in the near future. Surgery went great, feeling good, he said in another post. Bader's next opponent has not yet been determined, but he is expected to return sometime in 2023. Henry Cejudo has responded to Aljamain Sterling's recent call-out following his win at UFC 288. During his post-fight interview, Sterling stated, "Triple C, you're next." This came after speculation that Cejudo might have been targeting a shot at Sterling's bantamweight title. However, Sterling claimed that Cejudo ducked him multiple times when a matchup was being negotiated. Now it seems the two are on a collision course. Responding to Sterling's comments, Cejudo said, "That's right, you are indeed next, don't worry, the bank account is already fat. This summer is going to be hot, 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 hot." Cejudo made a comeback to the octagon in September 2020 after retiring in 2019. He's currently riding a 2-fight winning streak, defeating both Marlon Moraes and Francisco Figueiredo. The 36-year-old is known for his dynamic fighting style and trash talk. He's eager to make another run at the bantamweight title. Well guys, that's going to wrap it up for today's news. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to subscribe to our second channel where we post our special MMA interviews. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.